So I have been traveling for the entire evening. I don't know what time it is here. I went to Paris for 2 days, and so this morning I was in Paris and I went to um the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, and also the Yves Saint Laurent Museum that I just happened upon as I was walking by. And I was like, a Yves Saint Laurent Museum? I'm like, that's awesome. Because I actually wore a YSL Montpellier. I chose that as my scent because I didn't know what I was going to wear. I'll plan out. If I've traveled, I'm like, what? I'll plan out certain fragrances that I want to wear. But I was like, well, if I'm going to Paris, then I need to be wearing Montpellier. So I did that. So, just been traveling. I feel like I had that backpack on, feeling like Dora the Explorer. And I walked, I think 3 miles or so to the Eiffel Tower. And then the Champs-Élysées was not that far from there. No, the Arc de Triomphe wasn't that far from there. And then there's a circle around the Arc de Triomphe, and on one side is the Champs-Élysées. So did that, and I was really excited to be on the Champs-Élysées because I just read, when I was a little girl, I read so many books that were probably a little bit too mature for me. I read like Sandra Brown. She did like historical romances and like more contemporary romances. But sometimes she would have them, I don't know if she would have them set. I like Catherine Coulter. She did like historical romances for the 1700s and 1800s. But Jackie Collins, and then her sister Joan even wrote a few books. But Jackie Collins wrote all the books about Lucky Santangelo, I believe. And I remember like a little mini series about it on NBC or something as well. But reading all those books took me all over the world. I've already traveled all over the world, through reading the books. So books are like really, have really been important to me. I got like a little pencil case at the British Library that said that books raised me. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so true. Like that, like books, now we're like, cell phones are raising kids, or, the game, or, whatever. But books really taught me a lot. And so I am really happy for that. And my mom, she was a home care worker, and she had a client that was right next to a library. And so me and my sister would be in the car for like, 2 hours, 3 hours, however long she had to be with that client. So, one day I got out of the car. I'm like, it's boring in here. And one day I got out of the car and went to the library, and it hasn't been the same since. It has not been the same since. So I'm starving. I don't know. It's late. I gained an hour coming from Paris. Yeah, but then it still I don't know how it got so late so quickly. So I'm in like a diverse ethnic area. And so I was just hungry. And so I'm like, I have to have something to eat. I really haven't eaten it for real all day. So I went to, I don't even know how to pronounce these things. So I went to Effie's Turkish restaurant and got takeaway. Because I asked on my first night here when I went to dinner, I was like, can you box it to go? And the man looked so confused. He was like, what? I was like, oh, takeaway. So now I know takeaway, lift, like, I have a lot of things with my British accent. So I got that. And then across the way was this Mamat Effendi. And I was like, oh, this is fancy or whatever. I'm like, okay. And so it was a dessert shop, like all types of Turkish desserts. And they had the Dubai chocolate bar, which I had kept reading all about. I'm going to taste it now, even though I haven't eaten food. But they had the Dubai chocolate bar. And people, like, when this came out, I was baking, and like in all my baking groups, they were like, the Dubai chocolate bar, the Dubai, like everybody was going crazy over it. So here we go. We're gonna see. I mean, it's cool or whatever. I don't see why people was doing backflips over it, but it's tasty, you know. It's tasty. I thought it was gonna be like something that I would never be the same. Like I would be knocked off my feet. They also they had this. I saw lemonade. They had a regular lemonade and a pomegranate. This is pomegranate lemonade. And I said, pomegranate? You know, I have to have that and lemonade. And I consider myself to be a lemonade connoisseur. When I was growing up, my family, we lived in California for, you know, several years, maybe 8 or 9 years. And so those were really formative years, but we had a lemon tree in the backyard. We had a lemon tree, an orange tree, a plum tree. Am I missing a tree? I think lemon, definitely, it was orange, lemon, then there was a plum at the end. And then I know my mom grew some grapes or whatever. She was trying to do those. And so I was tasked with making the lemonade. And so I got very good at it. I haven't made lemonade in years, really, but I'm a very skilled, or I was, you know, in the past. I would imagine that it's like riding a bike. So I was very skilled at making lemonade and just having all the fresh lemons or whatever, you know, I like it strong and lemony. And then I like also to be sweet, but not overly sweet, but still sweet to balance out because I like it sour too. So I had this one and I was like, you know, it had potential because of the pomegranate, because I was like, oh, this is going to be good because pomegranate is delicious. Put it with the lemonade. Let's do it. I was like, it's cool. It's cool. It's not, you know, I was a little disappointed because look at how it was in like a thing. It was like moving around and I was like, oh my gosh, that's going to be great. And it's okay. So I also got some Turkish delight, which I've never had before. I think I heard of it before. So I asked him, I was like, what is in it? And he was like, oh, well, this one tastes like hazelnut. And then there's one down here that tastes like pistachio. So I'm going to try it. And then if it's good, because they had a sale, buy 3, get, you know, 1 free, essentially. Buy 3 for the price of 2 is how they phrased it. If it's good, maybe I'll go get some for souvenirs. It's kind of delightful. I'm not mad. That's really good. Yeah, I do like that. So then I got this because I couldn't leave it. I was like, this is too cute. I couldn't leave it. And I'm definitely a sweets person. So I got this pistachio cake. Isn't that so cute? And so I'm like, that's so nice. And so I do have a little refrigerator in here. So if I'm not able to finish it, then, because I'm here tonight and then I'm here tomorrow night. So I can always eat it tomorrow too. So I could do that. And oh, they gave me a little, let's taste it now. It's like I'm a child. I haven't eaten anything. I'm like, let's eat the sweets, but let's try it. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, pistachios are coming off of it. Let's see. I have to clean that up. I should have kept that in there. Let me see. I have a little napkin to deal with any spillage or whatever. I was like, this is just too pretty to leave. I'm like, I don't need it, but I'm not leaving it because it needs to come with me. So, all right. I barely want to put the fork in it because it's so nice. This is nice. Let me spin it around for you. That's nice. That's nice. I feel fancy. Okay. I have 2 forks. Why? Okay. Okay. So it's some cream, some sponge. And then on the inside, you can see like there's some pistachio, some green. Okay. That's good. That is good. I do like that. That's good. So I do like the Turkish Delight. I do like this pistachio cake. And it's so appealing to look at. Just beautiful. The Dubai chocolate bar, I could live without it. Life would go on. The lemonade, I need to be drinking water anyway because, I find when I travel, I don't get as much water as I should. And then I was packing last minute and then I remembered that I didn't bring my water bottle. So, Turkish Delight, I don't know, 4.5 out of 5. The cake, I mean, aesthetically pleasing. For presentation, I'll give it a 5 out of 5. Taste. Let me see. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. Pretty tasty. And so, that was pretty tasty. So let's look at, now we can be adults and eat the real food. And I think I got lamb chops and I got hummus. I believe that's what I had. And so I ordered this, and then this was across the street. The desserts were across the street. And as soon as I got there, they had my bag waiting for me. And so I was like, this is what I like. This is a lot of food. I don't know. This is some type of sauce. This is a lot. This was like $5 for the hummus. These are bigger than my head. And look at how thick they are. Let's see what this hummus looks like. This is heavy if it's the hummus. Was it like $5 or $6? Yep. This is heavy. This is a lot. So for portion size, they get a 7 out of 5. What? This is like, both of these are super heavy. Okay, portion size, 7 out of 5. Do you see how thick this is? This is not like regular naan or, this is, ooh. Let's taste the bread first because carbs. It's okay. Now let's taste the hummus. I'm very discriminating with my hummus. It's very good. I just need maybe a little olive oil and maybe a little garlic or something like that. Well, that's just my preference, but it's good. It has a good flavor. That was a good life choice. It was a really good life choice. Okay. So then I got I guess it's some, I don't know. I got the lamb, and it came with some type of size. I was just hungry, and I was like, just food. Just food. It's been a long day. I've been walking around like Dora the Explorer all day long, and it's been a lot. And so I got this, like a little beet salad with beet, lettuce, and a little lemon. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to, maybe that's the dressing for the salad. They want me to squeeze the lemon. I like lemon. I'm not mad at it. Do that. And then we have the main course. Oh, okay. Looks nice. Rice and a few vegetables and 4 lamb chops, it looks like. And I don't know, this is like, oh, well, this is in pounds. It was like 20 something, I don't know. Yeah, pound sterling, because the Brits they Brexited. And now the euro, I was in Paris calling the euro the franc. I was like, the franc. I'm like, oh, I'm about 10 years behind. I don't know how long they've been using the euro or whatever. But I'm just going to bite into this. Don't judge me. I look like Fred Flintstone, but it is what it is. It's tender. Not too undercooked, not overcooked. And it is seasoned. But I like the flavor to be bursting in your mouth, full of flavor. So it's seasoned, but maybe I overdo this. I don't overdo like salt, but I like the different flavors of the seasonings. So I have a lot of seasonings. And this is oh, it looks like tastes like a bell pepper or some type of pepper. It tastes like a bell pepper, but it's not shaped like a bell pepper. So maybe some type of bell pepper family member. And then they roasted some tomato. Roasted tomato. And then it looks like the rice has some chickpeas in it. So, oh, it's actually pretty seasoned. And then we have our beet salad. I'm imagining that this is our dressing. Whew. What is this? Okay. I guess beet salad tastes like beets and lettuce is what I would, and a squirt of lemon is what I'm anticipating. But you never know. We could be a plot twist. Taken for a loop. So let's see. It tastes like a salad. But the lemon was a good idea. I don't know if I've ever squirted a lemon over my salad before. So I like that idea. So maybe I'll give the lamb, because I hate when there's meat and it's not seasoned to my life. I'm like, y'all done messed up this good meat. They didn't mess it up. It's tasty. It does have a good flavor to it, but I just prefer it to be a little bit more seasoned. So just to my personal palate, I would probably give it a 3.5 out of 5. The rice, I would give a 4 out of 5. It's a bit more seasoned. I'll give it even some points for the iceberg lettuce. I thought we weren't doing iceberg anymore. And then the hummus, did I give that? What did I give it? Sometimes I'm reticent to give a 5, but I'll give maybe a 4.5 because the bread is I wish it would be a little fluffier, not so dense. But there's plenty of it and it is tasty. So I have no complaints. So yeah, overall everything is very tasty. The Dubai chocolate bar, I could have done without it. The lemonade, I could have done without. But the other things are pretty, I do enjoy it. And I'm going to, especially after not having eaten, I don't think that has, influenced my scores. But not having eaten all day, yeah. So one of my friends texted me about something that was going on in my home state. And I was like, girl, I don't know what y'all Americans are doing. I'm en route to Paris from London. So this was on Martin Luther King Day. And so I was like, I don't know what y'all are up to. I was like, she was like, oh, well, I want to come in maybe April or so. What's your itinerary? And I was like, I don't have an itinerary, ma'am. Like I literally just showed up and then just started walking and going places. Show up. That was the itinerary. Get here. The itinerary was the flight from home to here. And that's that. So tomorrow should be full of surprises. I do have a few things maybe in mind, and I might like to go back to the library for a bit. So we'll see. But I don't know what tomorrow's itinerary is going to bring. We shall see. It'll be a surprise for me too. So you all be blessed. Have a good night.